Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited today because I'm finally, after a whole year, going to debut my Hunger Games dress on YouTube and the interwebs or interworld or whatever you call it. This dress means a lot to me. I actually won first place last year at AllCon Dallas in March of 2015. I got first place in my category, sci-fi. Woo! I was so excited to win because I had worked so hard. It had taken me months to even come up with the design. I had loved the Hunger Games for such a long time, and I wanted to do a Catching Fire dress. I really wanted a dress that transformed, just like in the movie, went from one color to a different color. It took me about 3 months to just even figure out how to do it. And I finally cracked the code. Let's turn into a Mockingjay. That was the hardest part for me, coming up with a design that would actually change. The construction after that was history. I think I whipped it up in about 2 months. I mean, and we all know that I definitely didn't just do costume a spare time. I watched TV, I played some games. You know, there's this normal thing. It's like, oh, I'm fine. I have 4 months until the con. And then it's like, I have 3 months until the con. And once the 3-month mark hits, you're like, okay, I should probably get started. And then the 2-month comes around and a little bit of panic starts to set in because you're like, oh my God, I have so much work to do. I didn't even start. I'm so behind. Usually between that 2-month mark that things really start to pick up and you get in the swing of things. And it kind of just makes itself, you know, it manifests from your head to the paper to real life, and that's amazing. It's so good. And it's like, oh, it turned out way better than I thought it was going to. That's happened for every costume. So if you're not a good drawer or you think that you can't make something happen, really go for it, because it will almost always turn out way better than you ever thought it would. You'll be so proud. It looks so good. And you'll just have an amazing time presenting your costume on the con floor. Many times I walked around the con floor, and I wore this to 2 cons, and people didn't really know who I was. And for a person who makes their costumes, it's such a bummer when they don't recognize you, because you work so hard and you try to be so accurate to the character so that when they don't recognize you, it's kind of heartbreaking. People did recognize me, however, when I had my brother who was dressed as Cesar. So with his insane blue hair wig, and I totally altered this tux outfit. At the Pittsburgh con that we went to, we actually met Mac Miller. I was at a booth looking at stuff, and we had just been really into his music at the time. And Dan says, oh my God, Lid, I think that's Mac Miller. I was like, what? No way. And I turned to look, and I looked at him afterwards, and I was like, this is Pittsburgh. This is his hometown. It's totally plausible that he would be here. And then I was like, why don't you go up and see? And he's like, no. Well, I'm a dude. He's never going to talk to me. And I was like, okay. So I go up and I say, hey, Mac. And the dude turns around. It was insane. It was amazing. I was so pumped. Honestly, at the time, I would have loved to rap his song lyrics to the one song that we actually made a music video of, but I totally just blanked. I didn't remember any of the lyrics. So I was just like, hey, could we get a picture with you? And he was totally cool about it, which was awesome. And he let us get a photo next to him, and I'll also post that at the end. Actually, I might even just post that one because it has me, my brother Dan as Cesar, and Mac Miller. So that was pretty exciting. One of the great things about going to con is you never know who you're going to see. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. My next video is going to be about my newest costume that I'll be wearing to ACON 27, which is in June on the first weekend. My sister is coming down. We're gonna look amazing. I haven't even started on my costume. I'm so behind. But you guys should come out, see us, meet us, hang out with us. It's gonna be awesome. It's just gonna be me and her. So we have the whole weekend. We are entering in the contest. I'll be doing a walk-on and she'll be doing a skit. Please, please, please come out. It's gonna be so much fun. And on that note, I will leave you with a Mockingjay.